Hello everyone, my name is Sarah Marley-Flores and welcome to my channel. This is my first YouTube video ever. I'm very anxious but excited at the same time. In this video I'll be talking to you about my lap band journey, what I went through prior to approval and kind of my process after and a few days before surgery. This is very personal to me, so I'm kind of nervous and I'm going to say like 1,000 times. But it's definitely been rewarding and a journey that I don't regret taking. Just to ease some of the anxiety, I'm gonna go ahead and do my makeup while I talk to you guys. So, hope you enjoy. So, just a disclaimer, I really don't know what I'm doing with makeup. I kind of just put things on my face and hope for the best. This is also a wig. Yes, girl, it's a wig. I'm about to get a big chop, so I'm kind of practicing with different hairstyles. I'm finally gonna be natural underneath, no processed hair, no different colors, all natural. So I might post a video of that, look forward. So to start my story, from 2013 to like 2016, I had gained 70 pounds. I was just working a lot. I had like 2 to 3 different jobs, just eating on the go. Not really worried about my health because I was too busy trying to make ends meet, sorry. So that was that. I didn't even realize I was gaining all this weight until one day I just realized that nothing was fitting me anymore. And then, just a regular doctor's visit. I talked to them about this weight gain and, just different things that was going on. And that's when I was told I had PCOS. I also, about 2-3 years ago, was told that I was pre-diabetic. And to be honest, I really had this fear of like being diabetic. I did not want to have to take insulin. I just read a lot of things about being diabetic and have family members that are diabetic and just know people have gone through it. And, I commend you because for me, it was just a scary feeling that my weight could affect this. And even with that, I tried eating better, exercising, but I never really stuck to anything. It was really hard for me to stick to anything because, again, I was just all about my work and my health was on the back burner. So fast forward to November 2021, I was feeling emotionally better. I was still overweight, but I was at a job, or I am at a job that I really like. And then I heard that we had really good insurance. So I was like, you know what? This girl needs some help. So I went to my insurance website and they have this thing where you can kind of see the cost of different surgeries or if it's even covered. And it said that they do cover the lap band surgery and that my out-of-pocket cost would only be like $300. And then I kind of got more information and they told me that there was like a 6-month supervised weight loss period prior to getting surgery, which I later found out wasn't even a thing, but I'll get to that later. So once I just wanted to like be 100% sure this is something covered. I did not want to get my hopes up to just get a rejection letter. So I'm trying to blend this here. So once I was 100% sure that it was covered or understood that it was covered, I made my first appointment. So I am going through Dr. McGowan, who is in Noblesville, and he specializes just in lap band. So my first appointment, I got a questionnaire, all this paperwork. It talked about my eating habits, what was my current weight, what were my weight goals, kind of different diets or diet techniques that I have tried, kind of foods that I have trouble giving up. So it was like a whole questionnaire about that. And then they took me back to see my dietitian, and I say my because I literally have like a team that is behind my back and I love each and every one of them. And the dietitian just talked about, she quickly summarized how the surgery worked. She talked about what you should avoid eating prior to surgery and before. She talked about how there was going to be a 2-week period where I would be on a liquid diet in order to reduce my liver. And she gave me like a little sheet about different meals that I could eat throughout the day that would be equivalent to 1,200 calories. And it was calculated that my BMI was 40, which means I was morbidly obese. And I know everyone was like, girl, you was not morbidly obese, you know, but it's a BMI, it's medical. And at the end of the day, I needed help losing weight. And, you know, it was evident that I was overweight. Still am, but I'm getting there, guys. I'm getting there. So after that, after I was like, yep, this is something I want to do, they set me up with the surgeon, Dr. McGowan, and he was just talking more into depth about the surgery. Sorry guys, I lost my concealer. Here we go. And he was telling me about the incisions he would have to make, the liquid diet I would need to be on prior to the surgery, recovery, just anything I wanted to know about the surgery, he was able to tell me. And again, I was like, yep, I want to go through with it, guys. Like, keep it going. So after that, I was set up to do some blood work, some labs, a chest x-ray. I don't remember the name of these two things, but one was to kind of check my heart, and the other one, I had to drink this really sugary substance to like test if I had this bacteria in my stomach. And all my labs came out pretty good. Then after that, I had to meet with another doctor who just went over those labs with me. He kind of told me like what medications I'm allowed to take prior to surgery, and if I had any current medications, he just told me when to stop them or if I can even take them at all. Then this was, I don't know why this was the hardest part. I just don't like to be interrogated. I had to see a psychiatrist and psychiatrist. I know psychologists kind of talk, psychiatrist, so I guess psychologist. Sorry. And he basically, literally an hour straight of just asking me all these questions, and I was just like, what's your eating habits? What kind of eater are you? How's your relationship with your family? What do you do on your free time? And I understood the purpose of all this. I understood, you know, they just want to make sure I was all right up there. So I tried to be very, very patient, but it was hard just listening to him. Felt like an interrogation, asking me all these things. And, you know, that after an hour, he was like, you know, I recommend you for surgery. You're all good. And then after that, I had one more appointment with the dietitian. And my first appointment with her, actually, she told me I need to lose 2% of my body weight, which is like less than 10 pounds. I think it was like 7, 6. And I was like, okay, girl, that's nothing because I need to get the surgery. And so she weighed me and I had lost 10, 15. This was like a month later. I lost, I want to say 10 pounds. And, you know, she went over, you know, what diet I should be on prior to surgery, types of food to avoid. It was funny because when that appointment was done, I went to the receptionist and she was like, okay, you know, once you meet your weight loss goal of 2%, we'll go ahead and push your papers in for approval. And I was like, I already have. And, you know, and she's like, really? So she was looking at my chart. She's like, I guess you have met your weight loss goal. Good job. And she's like, well, make sure we get that paperwork into your insurance. So now it's just a waiting game. Literally just waiting and waiting. And I was researching and they said that Anthem takes about 14 days, or they have 14 days to approve or deny your claim. And let me tell you, like day 4, I was messaging them like, hey, just wanted to get an update on my claim. Day 7, day 10. And it was funny because they actually did not tell me I was approved. On day like 14, I messaged them again. And the agent was like, good news, you've been approved for lap band surgery. And I pretty much like cried. I was just, no words, speechless, because I really wanted this This was like a tool that I know would help me reach my goals. I struggled with this for so long, so definitely a good feeling to hear that news, to finally get a positive outcome on things. So my doctor called me and they were like, congratulations, I'm sure you heard the news. Now it's time to set your surgery date. So I had originally set it for the first week of February. So 2 weeks before that, I had to be on the liquid diet. I had to see the dietitian. They gave me like this huge binder, it's like the Bible to lap band surgery, literally. Like it has what you should be eating after surgery, 2 weeks after surgery, 15 days after surgery, how your 2-week liquid diet works, foods to avoid, recipes, healing process, how to take care of it had everything. And sorry, my husband's talking out there. So we went over that. I had a consultation with my surgeon. Once again, this is how the surgery's gonna go. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. And I was pretty confident. Like, I had lost weight on my own because I had the motivation of the surgery. And you have to lose a little bit of weight prior to surgery. That's like an insurance requirement. And funny story, I keep saying funny story, but my insurance, I would talk to them like twice a month. Like, are you sure the waiting period is 6 months? Because my doctors tell me that I don't have to wait. There's no supervised weight loss. And they're like, yes, you have to wait 6 months. But then 14 days later, they're like, oh, you're approved with no waiting period. Like, I can schedule the surgery as soon as January. I mean, I can't complain though. That's exciting. So, do my 2-week liquid diet. I will say, the first 3 days I had the worst headache ever. I had a dry mouth. And rewind, because I thought that it would be a 6-month waiting period, because my insurance told me this literally 4 times, I was on a prescribed weight loss medication. I don't remember the name of that medication, but I can link it down below. This was doctor prescribed, and it basically helped reduce my appetite. And it also stopped like my cravings. Like, I didn't really eat sweets as much. I really just stuck to like chicken, potatoes, fruits. I still have to work on veggies, guys, so I will be the first to say I'm still working on that, and I will get there little by little. So, back to 2 weeks before surgery, I'm doing my liquid, and I heard the whole week before my surgery, like, there's going to be a snowstorm, and I was getting anxious because I was like, oh, they're going to cancel it, and they reassured me, like, no, we won't cancel it. And then the day before, I got a phone call that they were shutting down the office, which I totally understood, because, I want my doctors to be safe, my nurses, everyone on my team, I want them to be safe. So then they rescheduled my appointment and my surgery, and my doctor was like, your liver probably shrunk, which is the purpose of why they make you go on that 2-week liquid diet. It definitely has shrank by now, so, just avoid carbs, but you can, go back to normal eating, which I honestly did not. I was like too anxious to mess up anything. So I just kept doing liquid until the end of February, which is when my surgery was rescheduled. And I will say, a few days before that surgery, I started getting a little tickle in my throat, a little sniffle. But I'm like, it's just allergies, I'll get past it. And the day before surgery, I got a temperature of 102 and was sent home from work. I'm a teacher. So they're like, oh, honey, like, you cannot be here. I really cried. Like, I walked out of the class crying. I tried to hide it from my students. I was like, don't look at me. Your teacher is crying right now. She's being a big baby. But the reason why I was so upset, one, fish face. I had a plan. Sorry, guys, you gotta do the fish face for that. I had a plan to surprise my mom for her birthday. Late March, which is when they said they could reschedule it for. So I had to cancel that flight. And guys, I was just tired. You know, I was hormonal. My appetite was just non-existent. There's days I would eat, days where I wouldn't. And when I would eat, I had to stick to this diet. And I was just a mess, y'all. So, you know, just like, I felt defeated. I'm like, I know this surgery's coming, but I keep working and I keep working, and something always comes up. So I went back to kind of splurging a little bit in my food choices. I went back to that medication, so I was able to eat what I wanted, but in moderation. And then it was to a point where, like, I didn't want to ruin anything, so I would eat, like, or I would splurge, like, you know, eat a little Chick-fil-A or a little pizza here and there. But not every day, because again, I didn't want to mess anything up, and I wouldn't even be able to finish any of the stuff, any of the food. So I ate in moderation, whatever the medication allowed me to eat. Sorry guys, I gotta blend this in really good. But yeah, so then 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago, I started my 100% liquid again. And from November 2021 to now, I've lost 40 pounds. I will say it's the help of the liquid diets that I've done it 3 times. The help of the medication that my doctor recommended that was just very beneficial. So it's Tuesday, so my surgery is in 2 days. And again, I think the day of, I'll be more anxious than I am right now. Right now, I'm kind of like, just want to get it over with. I've been waiting for this for so long. And the one thing I've learned, that this is not easy. Like, this is not the easy way out. It takes a lot of work to get approved. It takes a lot of work to maintain the weight loss you need prior to surgery. It takes a mental toll, an emotional toll, Like I said, your emotions are everywhere. Your hormones are everywhere. Your body really hasn't been eating all the calories it needs because you're preparing for surgery. And since it's been canceled twice, I've been preparing for surgery since the end of January 2022. So earlier this year, January. So I'm gonna keep you guys updated. I will be here for more videos, and I'm just excited to share this journey with you guys. My makeup is not done yet, so I'm gonna finish this up here and show you guys the final product. Thank you so much for watching, and hope to see you again. And here is the finished look. Again, I'm not a professional, but you know, I like to play around with makeup. I'm not gonna lie, I was reviewing the footage before finalizing this video, and I can tell I was very nervous. But I want to thank you guys again for listening and being open to my journey and all your positive comments on my Instagram and my Facebook, and you guys have been showing so much support, and I just want to continue sharing this journey with you guys. I do have a website that I'll post below because I love writing, so this video will be in a quick blog form on that website. I'll also post my Instagram, my Snapchat. Still haven't 100% mastered TikTok, but I'm trying to be on there too. So once again, thank you guys for your time, and see you soon.